Hello, Meeple. Welcome to 15 Minutes of Talkin', episode 78. The show where I finally got my first comic box after like half a year of being into them. Look at look at look at it's Civil War, which I've read a stunning amount of 0 comics from that timeline. But look at the other side. This is the side that pulled me in, because I just thought it looked cool. And it was characters I actually recognized. Then there's the whole other side. Also, I didn't know that the Watcher was in this storyline. There's a whole entire other side. Whoa, crazy. Other sides and top. And I'm assuming bottom. Nope, not the bottom. That was like a purchase code. Say Marvel Civil War. Yeah. My first comic book box. For my insanely huge collection of comics that I have probably only read like 2 of. Insanely huge for this. For only having been into it for like 6 months. Because capitalism, y'all. Yay. Okay, 15 Minutes of Talkin' is a series where I set a 15-minute timer, talk about whatever I want for 15 minutes. Once the timer goes off, I say a short goodbye, and the video ends, and it all has minimal editing. So without further ado, let's get started. Updates and Streak Editor Bailey. Okay, let's start the outfit breakdown first, because I have something very exciting I want to show y'all. At least for me. Look at this colored shirt that I've had since spring break. Hey, wait. This colored shirt is like a few days older than my interest in Marvel. Huh? Oh, specifically Marvel Comics. I think I'd been working, through the MCU, since, like, Christmas break. I remember my dad showed me the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy, and we finished it before the end of 2024, because I wanted to get the Christmas special in, and then, like, it was, like, a few days before New Year's, and we were just like, you know, why not? Let's just watch the volume 3 before New Year's, because why not? And then after that, we started working our way through the whole entire Marvel complete timeline. We've made quite some headway. We're in No Way Home right now. I have way too much free time on my hands. Yeah. And we've watched everything. The series and one-shots included. One-shots. Well, we skipped, like, Agent Carter. Basically, if you go to Disney Plus and look at the Marvel timeline, yeah. That's what we're working through. And we watched all the new releases. We watched Ironheart when it came out, and then we watched Eyes of Wakanda. Extremely, good. Specifically the second episode. The other episodes are just kind of okay. But yeah, this colored shirt. So I think at one point I hinted that I had another colored shirt. In my July 4th episode, you got to see my green colored shirt, but I've had this other colored shirt at my dad's house the whole entire time. My purple colored shirt. And I'm going to be very disappointed if we don't get to go to church tonight, because collared shirt. Yeah, I want to as many places as possible. I have not got, the random generator has not let me wear a single colored shirt since July 4th. It is September 13th now. Like, come on, it's like a few months without wearing a colored shirt, except for the filming of the undisclosed project that will probably release sometime before 2026, probably. I mean, sorry, 2027. Yeah, but yeah, there was a shopping trip, to get collared shirts for friend A, for his birthday, 'cause gender euphoria for him. I think that's why I got collared shirts. because I didn't think he had any in his collection. Yeah, but uh, but then we were shopping for collared shirts, and I was like, I want a collared shirt. I don't have any at my dad's house, so my mama let me get 2 collared shirts. They were very expensive, but they have gotten much use. I wear them to all the fanciest of events, which I'm 12, so not that many. Um, Yes, this is the purple collared shirt. I will say I prefer the green collared shirt, but hey, random generator. Random generator. I'll take any collared shirt. On any given day, there should be like a. Let me do the math real quick. Should be a 10% chance I get a collared shirt. It's been like 3 months. Why haven't you given me a singular opportunity to wear a collared shirt, dude? It's not very nice of you, random generator. But yeah, I love my collared shirts. Almost as much as I love my bow ties. But of course I could love nothing more than my bow ties. Yeah. I believe this one was chosen first because it fit better. And then I chose the green one. But yeah. This guy, Mean Girls, that was covered in episode 3. Edited version will be linked in the description because that was the one episode. Or I accidentally released the unedited version. Now I feel like I'm dropping some personal information every episode and I have to have edited or else you're gonna know personal information. But back then, no, I was better about my privacy. Anyway. In its lifetime, let's just see. Okay. This dude has had I don't know how many views, not that much. Also not that many unique viewers. Please go watch the edited version of episode 3. The best and most reliable place to find it is the 15 minutes of talking playlist. I don't even know if I included the unedited version. I think I did in the playlist. But yeah, go watch the edited version. It's unlisted, so you have to have a link, but it's in the playlist and you should be able to access it from there. But yeah. And we have one more quite unfortunate addition to the outfit breakdown. So basically, I had my second cross country meet today. My time and overall placing improved, but on the team, I was like 9th place. Well, last race I was 7th, which I was disappointed about that. But near the end of my second lap, I was like catching up with like 2 of the people on my team. Then so this was a very forested area. There were like slippery hills, like people kept slipping over. It was a forested area. Apparently there was mud at one point. I swear this place is like a death trap. Just like, will you survive? Cross country meet. Um. Uh. But yeah, near the end of my second lap, so I was in a forest, and there were trees, and we could learn to dodge the trees. Those were easy to dodge. But like they were in the middle of the running field, but those were still easy to dodge. And you know how sometimes trees have roots that go up and that go like above the ground? You get what I'm saying here? I tripped over one of them, and I went flying onto the ground. I hurt my arm, and I scraped my knee. So, our unfortunate addition to the outfit breakdown Band-Aid. We went to, I believe, CVS to get one that was big enough because we didn't have any things big enough. Also, whenever we put alcohol on it, on my scrape thing, my skin around it turned white. Is that normal? Also, it hurt more than usual for alcohol whenever I like scratch something until it bleeds or something like that. Like I get that, but like, is it normal that my skin turned white whenever it was red before? Is that normal? Should I be concerned? Whatever doctor I'd say? Well, whatever doctor I was watching? And that's a rhetorical question. The comments are turned off, and I will get banned from premiering these videos if someone types something in the premiere chat, so, please don't do that. Someone I don't know specifically. Like, people I do know, you're fine, but if I have never met you in person, don't type anything in the premiere chat. And if this is, like, in the future where I've, like, big enough and I've met a fan, I'm guessing that's not the near future, I'm probably gonna be an adult at that point, but if I'm still under the age of 18, and I've met you, it still doesn't count. Don't type anything in the premiere chat, if it was, like, a one-time fan interaction or something. But yeah. Any stranger. Yeah, but, everybody always, I joked about, I joked about asking someone to sign my cast, even though it's just a Band-Aid, and then I decided to draw a little, and I decided to draw a little derp. I have not told you about these. Why am I excited? So basically, there are these 3 species. One time in art class, we had to draw, like, original species. I think I drew, like, more, like, than 3, but 3 stuck. There are the meeps, the derps, and the Oshkoshes. So the meeps are my most complicated. I think with those, the idea was basically just to combine a bunch of species. Let me just draw one really quick for you based off memory. This is a rough sketch. This is really bad, but it's a rough sketch. That is a very rough sketch of a meep, and you can't even see it. You know what? I'm just gonna find... Hold on, Meep CU, because I started drawing... No. Meep CU. Is this thick enough lines for you? No. Okay, this is me whenever I turned Captain America into a Meep, because I started drawing, like, fan art of, like, various Marvel characters as Meeps, Derps, and Oshkoshes. So, like, that's, like, a Meep, and they specifically have, like, wings, and yeah, that's a Meep. Probably one of my better drawings of a Meep. So, basically... So that's a Meep. At one point I had a little, like, role play going on where I told 2 of my friends, friend H and the other person I'm not really friends with anymore, but I told friend H that she was in charge of the derps, and the other friend that I'm not really friends with anymore, that she was now the leader of the Oshkoshes, and I was the leader of the Meeps. And friend H got so into this, she'd always ask me, like, how the derps are doing, and I think she built, like, a strawberry farm or something. I don't know, man, the good old days. And one time we were working together in math class, and she talked to me, and I was like, I wanted to focus on my work. And she asked me how the derps were doing. And I said the derps want you to. I think I asked like something about like the derps are wondering when you're gonna do your work or something like that. And I was like, oh, sorry, that was little Timmy. That was little Timothy. He was a bit of a nerd. And then little Timothy just became like the derp character who's like really smart, but like he's just like really young, but like the smartest derp ever. Uh, the good old days, the good old days. But yeah, I was in charge of the meeps. Let me show you the Oshkoshes before I get ahead of myself. So, here's Iron Man as an Oshkosh. But like that's an Oshkosh. Usually I draw them like stick figures except for the head. Hold on. Just gonna draw one really quickly for you. This is way thick lines. I draw Oshkoshes the most often because like they're the most like recognizable and also the easiest. Well, I think the meeps are the most recognizable, but the derps are easy to draw but not very recognizable. But the Oshkoshes are very recognizable and very easy to draw, so it's like the best of both worlds. Basically, here's an Oshkosh, mouth closed. I think usually I draw Oshkoshes with, at least I used to draw Oshkoshes with their mouth open. And then we just draw a little stick figure. Yeah, exactly. So here's an Oshkosh having his midnight snack. So basically, the Oshkoshes are very, very stupid. So they need creatures of like above 100 IQ to eat in order to like survive. And the meeps are like, they have an average IQ of like 105 or something like that. Like the meeps are pretty smart. But they got tired of the Oshkoshes just like eating them because like there's like different civilizations. So that, by the way, that was a timer. So the meeps went to war with the Oshkoshes. And then the derps, basically, they just like have really big bodies, but really, really tiny heads, really tiny hands, really tiny feet. Hold on. Let's just see you. Just gonna draw one really quick. On. Little tiny hand, big arm, tiny hand, big leg, itty bitty foot, itty bitty foot. Okay. Here's the basic derp. You can't even see the head. This is the head on top of the body. And then for the hands and feet, I just draw lines. Same for the feet. Little Timothy, friend H drew him, and he just had like comedically large glasses. I think he canonically has comedically large glasses because haha nerd. So that is my drawing of little Timmy. But yeah. So yeah, that's Meeps, Derps, and Oshkoshes. So in 20 minutes. Okay, Editor Bailey, just cut out that little discussion. Only include the basics. Goodbye, everybody. Like and subscribe.